Here in the RecipeLion test kitchen, and today we have two treats to make for you in anticipation of St. Patrick's Day, which is one of our favorite holidays. However, Jessica got the green memo. I didn't wear green today, so I apologize, but we are in the St. Patrick's Day spirit, and I have really cute things to show you. So, we are going to make a Shamrock shake, sort of those copycat McDonald's ones, and we're also going to make little rainbow cookies over here to go on top of the Shamrock shake. I mean, is there anything cuter than that? I'm gonna go ahead and say no, there's not anything cuter than that. So, you can look on RecipeLion for the full instructions on how to make these cookies, but we're gonna jump to this stage, which, yes, believe it or not, this is cookie dough. And really all you do is make a basic sugar cookie dough, and then you dye it the 6 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, that's 6. And then you make a log with the purple, you wrap the blue around, the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red. You roll a log, which is really simple to do. You probably do this all the time when you make sugar cookies, so it's really simple. You put this in the fridge, and then it's pretty hard, you can tell. All you're gonna do then is slice a circle, just like that. Look how cute. You're gonna take it and cut it right there in the middle, and you now have 2 little adorable rainbows. So what you're gonna do is just put your little rainbows there. They're totally, it's sealed together. You're not gonna have any issue with that. And what I then do is put little gold sprinkles on the end of, one side on all of it. You can kind of just be messy with it, because what it will look like is sort of the little gold at the end of the rainbow. So pretty darn cute. You can put them in your Shamrock shake, which we'll do. You could put a little package together and give them away. You guys know how I love little care packages. But really that's all you do to make the cookies. We can put these in the oven, but I am gonna get on to the Shamrock shake. I just wanted to show you how simple it was to make, so when you guys read the instructions, you kind of know what it's supposed to look like, okay?
So then, do you need to, since the red is going to cover a larger surface area, do you need a slightly more red dough than purple?
Surprisingly, no, which is a little strange. I thought the same thing. Okay. The purple is a kind of a solid log. I guess I'd say red is probably the most amount of dough you use, but I kind of just did even amounts. Again, I made 1 batch of sugar cookies. I just sort of mentally moved piles, like, okay, here's gonna be this one, this one, this one, and it really kind of ended up working out just fine. That said, I would err on red being the most dough, if you want to kind of think about it that way, because mathematically, that makes sense, okay? So, should I put this in the oven? What do you think?
Sure.
Just so you can see 2 be made. We didn't make a ton, but I didn't need to because we have some here. All right.
So I'm just thinking of some other ideas that we can make with this. I'm thinking for Easter, could make sort of like Easter eggs, and do different colored doughs for that. If you're a sports fan, maybe doing some sort of logo. I think like the Cubs logo, for Chicagoans out there, might be easy enough to do.
That's a great idea. So yeah, you could definitely do you don't need 6 colors. You could do just 2 or 3. So Easter, you could just do a couple pastel colors. It'd be really cute, and then just keep it in the oval form for an egg. You could do a sports team, Green Bay Packers, you do yellow and green, whatever, that's really fun. And I'll show you what we did with some extra dough yesterday. Take that, ready? It looks really pretty. Well, all we did was mush it together, which was kind of fun. Roll in a little ball, and we kind of like squeezed it down like that. And we baked them just like that. And now we made tie-dye cookies, which tie-dye is super trendy. Lots of kids love tie-dye parties, so this is a really fun thing to do as well. And you just take your similar dough, make it like this. You also, if you are just making tie-dye cookies, you wouldn't have to roll it all together. You could just take your doughs and mush it together, okay? Good thinking, Jessica. I forgot about the tie-dye cookies. So, we are going to make a Shamrock shake. But the first thing I want to do is show you how to decorate the rim of your glass. So this is going to be our shake glass, and I'm going to use lemon. You could use an orange, you could use a lime. Really, it doesn't matter, and you're probably not going to taste it because you're going to drink your shake with a straw. So you're just using the citrus to adhere these sprinkles to it. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of putting my lemon around it. You guys might do this when it comes to cocktails as well. And again, if you get a little lemon in your Shamrock shake, it will taste fine because mint kind of goes with that. So I use these gold sprinkles for the rainbows. I'm gonna do the same here. I might mix it with a different kind of gold. So we might have a little mixture here. You can see how it's sticking to the lemon on my fingers already. And you're just gonna roll your cup in it. If you want, you can kind of pick it up. That's sometimes easier. I do this at home when we do different cocktails. Like a margarita. But this is a fun way, even if you're thinking about margaritas for Cinco de Mayo or for tomorrow. Instead of salt, you could always do sprinkles like this. And obviously any color, any flavor, but instantly your cup is a lot cuter, which is what's super fun about this. So that's all you do, okay? Super easy. And now we're gonna make our shake, okay? I'm gonna move this out of the way. And the shake is easier than you would ever imagine. We have our blender. And we're just gonna do 3 cups of ice cream, just vanilla ice cream. I'm not even really gonna measure this out. I'm just gonna eyeball it. And I'm gonna use a big spoon because it kind of helps me see, okay, that's about a cup.
Do you need to let the ice cream soften at all?
I did. I brought this ice cream out only about 10 minutes before this because you don't want it too mushy because then you have to put it back and it's all melty. But you get about 3 cups, and again, why I just kind of eyeball it is that, as you can imagine, it's hard to kind of get that into a cup. It's not like, whoa, sorry. It's not like brown sugar where you can actually, measure it, or sugar. It's a little harder to form in there. So you can see it's about a cup. And the great thing about this shake is once we blend it together, you'll be able to tell, is it too thick or is it not thick enough? And then we can correct it with either adding more milk or more ice cream. So it's pretty simple, but I'm making a mess over here. We're gonna say that's about 3 cups, okay? And I have a little left in here in case I need to add more. Then we're gonna add a cup and a half of milk, which I already measured this out. Okay. I just filled that up. There's a cup, and I just did the other half. Then we're gonna do 1/8 of a teaspoon of creme de menthe. So this is basically similar to vanilla extract. It's just mint extract. You can get it at any grocery store. Super easy. We're gonna do 1/8 of a teaspoon. Now you might say, what? That's so small. I don't even have 1/8 of a teaspoon at home. That's fine too. You're gonna smell this, and it kind of smells like Listerine. I promise you though, it doesn't taste like Listerine. It's sort of like when you smell vanilla, and like vanilla smells really good, but if you taste it, it's a little strong. Extracts are a little funky like that. Don't worry if you smell it, and it smells too strong, it won't be. You're gonna just kind of drop a little in. Again, I'm just eyeballing 1/8 of a teaspoon, but you could always take your 1/4 teaspoon and then just fill it halfway up. It's pretty, you can't really mess up Shamrock shakes, okay? I'm gonna get a paper towel since I'm making a mess.
If you wanted to, could you use lactose-free ice cream and lactose-free milk if if you're making this so that you can't, go to McDonald's or anything like that?
That's a great idea. Another great reason to make this is if you want to kind of do it a little healthier. So I use coconut milk in my coffee. So coconut milk would be good. Almond milk would be good, honestly. Any kind of milk you want to use, or ice cream. I know there's some soy ice cream out there. There's frozen yogurt or fat-free ice cream, so you could definitely try and...
Cookies and cream ice cream would be good with this.
That would be good. You can always mint chip even, just throw in more mint, right?
Yeah. Jenny wants to know, how much is that mint stuff?
How much is this? So it's probably the same price as vanilla extract. I bet we could quickly look it up.
Sure.
This is why I have Jessica here for many reasons. Actually, I have Jessica here for many reasons. She keeps me on track. Okay, we'll look up the price for you. Here's our Shamrock shake, but you might be thinking it's not green. Well, unfortunately, it's not green because this is not obviously green. We're gonna add some food coloring, which I'm all about food coloring. I just did 6 colors in a cookie, so let's do it. Do you have a price?
Yes, $3 to $5 depending on the size that you get, so not that expensive.
Right, especially because you saw how much I used. You could make like hundreds of Shamrock shakes for $3.
All year round.
Right? Okay, so we're just gonna drop a few in. You think, I'd say 10 drops. Again, I kind of like, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's totally up to you. Do you want it very light and minty? Do you want it bright green? You do whatever you want, okay? On. Okay, I'm starting on low. As you can see, this is a really nice color, but I think I might add a little more ice cream because I'm gonna use my straw, and you can see it's a little milky, so I want it a little thicker. It's pretty thick though, okay? The key though too is you do want to drink it through the straw, right? Mm-hmm. That's a big milkshake. Actually, that's a good question. Let's ask you guys. Do you drink your milkshakes or do you eat them with spoons? What do you do?
I mean, I'm a drinker.
You're a drinker? Okay, so then you don't want it too thick, but I'm just gonna add in that little last bit of ice cream.
And what setting are you using on the blender?
I'm just doing low because, as you know, it's not like you're crushing ice. You're not blending through a blizzard in here. It's really light ingredients, so you don't need it too heavy. You're high. Okay, this looks awesome. So here's our shake. See how easy that was, you guys? You don't even need to go to McDonald's, okay?
We have a pretty even debate so far about the spoon versus straw.
There you go. Look how cute this is. Then I always top with a little whipped cream, because why not? And you can, of course, put a traditional cherry on top. We got some cherries, but the better idea, I think, is this. I mean, is that cute or what? So here's our little shake. That's all you have to do. And how adorable. Absolutely delicious.
Nice.
Minty, fresh, not Listerine-y, it's just good mint. But do not go to the store. Make your own Shamrock shakes. Rainbow cookies, if you have any questions about either, we're gonna answer your comments. You can click on the link to go to the recipe. And happy St. Patrick's Day. I'll go buy a green shirt and get in the spirit, right?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week on Thursday at 2 p.m.